I'm David Simonini with Simonini Signature Homes. Let's have a chat.
When I was young, I had it all planned out, that something big was down the road. I really thought I'd have it all by now, not be a failure if I don't.
The Simonini family is originally from Elmhurst, Illinois, which is outside of Chicago. My father was a home builder for 50 years plus. My brother's a home builder. My sons are home builders. So we've been home builders in Charlotte for a long time. We moved here in 1973, and I joined the family business in about 1983. And in 1996, I went off on my own to form David Simonini Custom Homes, focusing on really high-end homes, um, authentic architecture, and just doing really special neighborhoods and things and that like that in Charlotte. So it's just what our family's been doing for years. The Simonini name is synonymous with quality here in Charlotte. I've always been like a forefront of what's happening. I tore down the first house in Charlotte, I believe. It's 1996. I built the first $1 million spec home in 1996 also, I believe. I was always, Charlotte is mainly a traditional city. It was always just brick Georgians and so on. And so I brought European architecture here in the late 90s and did some incredible projects. One of them is Carrance, which is a European village and in the back of a neighborhood called Pelham Woods. And I built these European stone houses on a hillside. And it was hard to figure out initially, like, where am I going to build this village? And that all got created from a visit to Provence, France, and I saw this cool architecture, and I said, "Man, that'd be awesome to build something like this in Charlotte." I was driving around one day and I found 7 acres in the back of Pellenwood neighborhood, and it was floodplain. And when I walked down there, I literally felt above my knees in mud. And I think that property could possibly still be for sale today if I hadn't bought it because it was just, it was a cliff and it was all mud. But I saw it. My vision came to reality when I walked in there. Um, so I mucked all the mud out. I made this beautiful pond and I brought in black swans and I started tucking these European homes into this hillside. And we have a cobblestone street. And I took it as far as you can take it without pricing yourself so far out of the Charlotte market. Because when I first built them, people didn't really understand it. It's something Charlotte's never seen before. So that was something I'm really proud of. In 1999, it was voted #1 neighborhood in the United States by Professional Builder Magazine. And I remember when the judges flew in to see it and they saw the before and after pictures, they were looked at me and they were like, I've never seen anything like this. So I'm really proud of that. I also did a European village of English townhomes. And I went over to the Cotswolds of England, spent 2 weeks. So I built that more closer into town. It's called Chipping Camden, and it's a European village of English townhomes. And I built this English garden, and all these homes back up to an English garden. So throughout the years, I did a lot of European architecture in the late 90s and early 2000, and today we're evolving. And as of like 2017, I started doing modern houses and not exclusively modern, but whole different type of architecture. Um, some of it's called English arts and crafts architecture um, and doing some really nice modern homes that, you see in Los Angeles and Arizona and Florida and so on. But Charlotte is, it's one of the top areas in the United States to build. And I can't think of anywhere else I'd want to build. I mean, this is a very vibrant area, and people are moving here every day. And a lot of people moving here from other parts of the country, from the West Coast and New York and so on. And so it gives us opportunity to really do some amazing homes. Um, Davis Swing Custom Homes specializes in building just authentic architecture. We're a little different than a lot of builders because I don't just take a set of plans and set of specifications and just build it. I get involved in the architecture. I get involved in the planning. I get involved in the budget, the daily visits to the site and so on. And I'm very particular about certain things we do, the way we build, down to what type of hose bib are we putting in? How's the wire being run up in the attic? And what type of water heaters we're using and and those type of details. But I just want to make sure everything's right. I see things other people don't see, and I have a passion for, I'll say it over and over again, architecturally correct. So many plans and so many houses I drive around, I'll see new construction. I'm like, oh my God, that dormer doesn't fit. This doesn't make sense. That front door is too small. That window's too wide. I'm a perfectionist. I am absolutely a perfectionist.